Hey, what's up, guys? So I wanted to give you a perspective of Target, and if I think that it's a good place to buy video games, I definitely don't. They usually never have video games on sale, and their selection is very small. I tell my customers, hey, you should go to Best Buy. Their prices are better, and it has better selection of video games. But really, we should support GameStop because if GameStop is no longer existing, then we'd have to buy games off of Amazon, eBay, and other stores, and they'll probably be more expensive because GameStop actually has reasonable prices for used games and people trade in games, so that changes the stock inventory at each GameStop. So I don't like GameStop's trade in. I think it's terrible, but buying games there is great. The other thing about Target is they don't like to have a lot of staff. So usually for the tech department, they have like one person. And then customers come and they're wondering, why can't we get any service? Well, we have other duties. We have to do pulling and we have to do pushing. We don't just do tech department. And so sometimes you'll be in the tech department just wanting to buy one video game, and it could take 30 minutes for someone to come. I mean, I worked there, right? So I knew that you have to wait, but these customers, they shouldn't have to wait. That just tells you they don't staff enough people. So I want to tell the new and old customers about the Switch One and the digital games. There's something called primary and secondary. If you have a digital game and you have primary, put it in an airplane mode, and then a second switch, the same account, secondary, use Wi-Fi, and you have two games in one. Isn't that cool? What I'm wondering is if the Switch 2 has a primary and secondary, and the reason why is because the Switch 2 is supposedly its own system. The thing that Switch 2 has that's really cool is called game sharing. So basically, if you have the game, you can share it to three other people instead of every friend having that game. That's not new. It's from the DS. It's called Download Play. But I still think it's cool. They brought back the feature, I guess. But, the sad thing is the Switch 1 doesn't have game sharing. So you can't have three other friends that have just a Switch 1 and game share. It's not possible. It's only for the Switch 2. Um, I believe that Walmart is the best place to buy video games. They have games that are $20 and they're not bad games. They're old games, but if you never had it, it's still cool that you bought it because the price it was. I don't understand why people want to pay $80 if you can get it cheaper, unless you're a corporate shill. But all I'm saying is we definitely need to support GameStop, okay? Because I don't know about you, but I don't want to go on Amazon and eBay and pay a huge, price for a game that I could have got a better deal at GameStop, you know? I mean, that's just my opinion. But Walmart has very affordable prices, and I have a feeling Walmart's going to be making a lot more money because people aren't going to buy $80 Switch 2 games, or they will buy Switch 2 enhanced games at Walmart because Walmart might lower the price. That's what I don't get. If these companies lowered their prices, you get more customers. But all they do is, all they care about is how much money they can make off of new customers, apparently. So if you have loyalty to any company, you are a fool because all they care about is your money. They don't care about you actually like the game and, that's why you buy it. No, they just care about how much money they can make, even if the game is not good. And that's the problem with variable pricing. I don't see how in the world you can justify a company telling you, the customer, how much they think is worth it. No, it doesn't work that way. We tell the company if it's worth it or not by buying it at a certain price. And my advice to you guys, review everything. So what a review is basically if you wanted to buy a game system or a video game, go on YouTube, watch videos about it and see if you really do want to pay $80 for that game. You know? I review everything. Handhelds that I want, I watch it and see what other people say, and then I buy it and see, oh, it was good. You know, it was a good value. I don't care about $80 games as long as it's a good game. I don't know. Anyway, God bless. Jesus saves. He loves you all. Bye.